Welcome to another video, and today I'm doing a PLL tier list. I've seen other cubing YouTubers do this, so I thought it would be pretty fun to try. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, let's see. The first algorithm is an A perm. I believe that's an AB perm. Okay, AB perms. I'm not very good at them. I have recently learned most of all the 21 PLL cases. I learned every case except for the G perms. Okay, let's just start it off with G perms, cause yeah, I don't know G perms. They look pretty hard to learn, and I mean they don't look that hard to learn. It's just frustrating because they don't look that hard. I've done the algorithms like slowly. They don't seem that hard. I just can't memorize them for some reason, and there are so many of them. It's just gonna be so annoying. Okay, then back to AB perm. I get A perm and AB perm confused sometimes, and even when I do get them right, I sometimes do the wrong algorithm. So the AB perm gets E tier. Okay, E perm. I like the concept of it, but the algorithm itself isn't that great for me. Like, I think I can do an E perm right now. Okay, yeah, there it is. I just did an E perm. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I could do that. Okay, yeah, like, see, I just messed it up. And, like, otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gotten that. So, I don't like E perms that much, so I'm gonna put E perm in E tier. Okay, I'm just gonna solve this real quick. Let's see. Okay. Now F perm. I actually really like F perm because I learned like T perm is like kind of in this algorithm. You do some setup moves like R prime, U prime, F prime, then you kind of do like most of a T perm, and then wait, I think I did something wrong. Whoops. Well, I can usually do an F perm, but then I messed it up. Okay, so I like F perm pretty much, and I think it's pretty easy algorithm, so it gets a C tier. H perm. What is there really to say about an H perm? It's like one of the best algorithms. It's extremely fast, very easy, and it's just very easy to learn. It's very short. It's pretty easy to like actually execute, and because of that, it gets S tier. It's just got to be one of the best. Okay, now JB perm. A JB perm, if you don't know, looks like this. I like it purely because of the first turn I do. Like, it tells you to do R2, then I think X prime is what it is, and then the rest of the algorithm. But I just like to do R2 prime, L2, L wide 2, and it gets you to the exact same position. I like it purely because of that. I think it's really cool. And yeah, so because of that, it gets A tier. Whoops, A tier. It's definitely not one of the best, but I still really like it. Okay, on to JB perm. Okay, how much is there to say about this? I kind of like group JB perm and T perm into the same category because they are just like the easiest algorithms to do, like overall. Like, this is a JB perm and this is a T perm. They're just so quick and easy. I just love them. So JB perm is obviously one of the best, so it gets S tier. Okay, now NA perm. I have just recently learned this, and I automatically love it because it's such an easy algorithm. It's 4 setup moves, which are R, U, R prime, U, then just a JB perm, then you undo the setup moves, and there you go. You did the JB perm. I mean, what? The NA perm. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, there we go. So NA perm, I really like it, but it gets B tier because purely from recognition. Like sometimes I get NA and NB mixed up, so it gets B tier. Now NB. I don't like NB very much just because it's so different from an NA perm, even though they do like almost the exact same thing. So like I just showed you what an NA perm is, but an NB perm is this. Yeah, that I know it took me a while to do that, but it's just purely because it's so different from an NA perm, and I just learned it recently. It's such a foreign thing to me. Wait, no. F prime, U prime, F. Then that, and then... Okay, there we go. Got it back. So just because it's so different from an NA perm, it gets D perm. Because, like, it's so different and it's just... Okay, I just think it should be the same. It should be close to the same as a NA perm. I'm just saying, like, this doesn't make sense. Now, this is an RB perm, I believe. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I think it is. So an RB perm is, what is it? Okay, it's this. It's a fairly fast algorithm. Like, I really like it. But, like, I have just recently learned this too, so I can do it fairly quickly. And I really like it, but there's just I have had bad history with the R perms. I used to, like, when I had a T perm, it was, like, one of the best cases, because I didn't know very many cases, and this was one of the few cases I did know, so I love to do a T perm. But then I used to see R perms, and, like, if I saw it from this angle, I would know that it's not a T perm because there's not a block here. But as I can show you on, wait. Okay, I seem to have forgotten how to do an RA perm, I think. But just because on an RA perm, I used to always think that it was a T perm, so I would usually mess it up, and just purely because of that, like this one is pretty good, so I'll give it a B because I never really messed up with it. But an RA perm, it deserves a D because it has tricked me one too many times. And then to the magnificent T perm, it is one of the best. So it is so fast, so easy to execute, so easy to remember. It gets S tier. It is just one of the best. It's awesome. Now a UA perm, I believe. I don't use the normal algorithm, which would be M2 U prime M, I think, then U2 M prime U M2. So yeah, I don't usually do that. What I would do would be R U prime R U R U R U prime R prime U prime R2. And it does the same thing, but I just think it's easier. Because, like, for me, if I had to do this, I don't like it very much. I just think it's harder. I can also use that algorithm in my one-handed. So, yeah. I think it's a useful algorithm. but I just don't like it as much as the UB perm because that is just so easy. It's a very quick algorithm. There we go. It's really easy, but since it's the UA perm, I don't like it very much, so we'll give it a B tier. It's still very easy to recognize and everything, but overall, it's a little hard to do. Like, the suggested algorithm is a little hard to do, but the one I do is okay, I think. So now on to UB perm. I absolutely love this algorithm. It is very easy to recognize because, like, if I had this case, I would be able to recognize that it's a UB perm because this needs to go here. There are headlights everywhere and a block in the back. So I can easily do this algorithm extremely quickly, and it's very easy. It's a very smooth algorithm, and it's just very easy. So it gets an A tier. Okay, now V perm. A V perm looks like this. It swaps these two edges and these two corners. I used to take a lot of time to do this with my beginner algorithms because, like, there wasn't really much you could do here. There weren't any headlights or anything. So I would always do this weird algorithm like this, which is just a simpler JB perm, and I would end up with this. So I would put the headlights on the side, I would do it again, and then I would end up with this. And I would do this other algorithm, which is a UB perm, UB perm, and then I would have this, and I would have to do it again. And I hated that so much. So when I finally learned this algorithm, I was so relieved. It's not that hard to learn, but oh my gosh, I hated having to do all those algorithms. So because I hated doing all the algorithm, it gets C tier. Okay, now on to Y perm. Okay, Y perm is pretty easy. It's done like this. It swaps this corner and then these two edges. So to recognize it, there will just be these two bars on the side, and that usually takes me a while to recognize because if it's like off center, I usually check for headlights or something like that. So there would be nothing here. Then I would check for, I don't really know. I would just look around to try and figure out what it is. And it would usually take me a while to realize that these two bars are right next to each other. So I would just have to do this and then realign it. So that would usually take me a while, but the algorithm itself is very smooth, very easy to learn. So because of that, it deserves B tier. Okay, down to our last two. A Z perm. A Z perm is fairly easy to do. It actually took me a little while to learn, even though it's just, it's pretty easy. But like, it's only M and U moves, so it just took me a while to remember the combination. And okay, because of that, it gets a C tier. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Okay, on to the last one. An A, B perm, I believe. So, I think I can do this one. Wait, 1 second. Okay, yeah, so it would be like, oh dang it, that was the wrong algorithm. What the heck? Okay, so it's this case. You would have a big block right here and headlights over here. You would do this. Nope. Okay, yeah, you can probably tell why I don't like that algorithm. So it's going in E tier. Okay, there you have it. that is my personal opinion on PLL cases. I'm not considering anybody else's opinions just in case someone gets angry or anything. So my top 3 are H perm, JB perm, and T perm. Those I absolutely love. They are the best. And make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching my videos. Check out my other videos. I have posted a lot of cubing videos. Make sure to leave a comment on what video you would like to see next. And thank you for watching.